Welcome to it, guys. Heroes of Infinite Tales. My parent got a Grail weapon for the first time. I think a few days ago. Was it just that I can't remember? So yes, that is. And this weapon was like 43,000 more than the Mythic weapon. So I don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about this. So you get Mythic weapons and then you still get Grail weapons. So Grail weapons are obviously the best and the most powerful. It makes sense because the Mythic weapons kind of look like, I don't know, you guys will understand what I mean, but the Mythic weapons kind of look like the lesser grade as compared to when we had awakened weapons, because this is the shape of the awakened weapon for Pyron. When you can clearly see it on the side there, that's the shape of the awakened weapon. Now this is the Grail weapon. So what if we get awakened Grail weapons as well? That it just made me think about a lot of things. So that's the legendary weapon, and then there's the awakened weapon. So now at least the Grail weapon is the same shape as that awakened weapon. I actually have not seen what the what it looks like, if it has the kind of same feel of the fire to it as well. So let me maybe just remove this, and then we'll be able to see the weapon. Okay, so it kind of still has that same fiery look as what the awakened weapon had, but then yes, it means that you still have to get those Grail weapons. So your pet might also need a Grail weapon. Where do we get these Grail weapons from? Do you have to wait for these to come into the store and then only you can get them that way? I don't know. It does not make sense to me that we have to wait for these weapons for so long, because you spend time upgrading your Mythic weapon and then you get this Grail weapon, then you have to start over again. Because one thing that I did see is that even if you, because in my mind, the same way as the mana weapons worked, if you use a mana weapon to enhance another weapon, the mana gets transferred to the weapon you're upgrading. But then with Pyron, what I did is I took the Mythic weapon that had, I think that was on 12 enchantment. So I had enchanted it 12 times, so it had 12. But then when I enhanced it with the enchanted Mythic weapon, it did not transfer the enchantment onto the Grail weapon, which for me was a sad note. So that's why I am coming off, or it might be coming off as negative when I'm talking about it now, because that's what actually shook me up. I don't think it should have happened that way, honestly. When we had the mana with your awakened weapons, the mana transferred, but now we have the enchantment with the Mythic and Grail weapons, but the enchantment does not transfer. I think that's one thing I do have a problem with at the moment. So what I did, if I knew that after enhancing it with the enchantment does not transfer, then I would have taken the enchanted Mythic weapon, maybe put it on my pet, so that my pet at least has an enchanted Mythic weapon, and then take that Mythic weapon, this Mythic weapon that my pet has currently, and equip that or use that to enhance Pyron's Grail weapon. So that's my thought on it. I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, honestly, because I thought that I had learned from these mistakes so I do not make them. So for me, in according to my thinking, if the mana transfers, the enchantment should have also transferred. But it turns out that the enchantment does not transfer. Yes, now you know. So I went ahead into the shop and tried to get a Grail weapon. You cannot get a Grail weapon, guys. They are so hard to come by. I just want to show you an example right now. So okay, at least one Mythic grade guaranteed. So you will get a Mythic weapon. I'm not going to waste my crystals on that. What I wanted to show you guys is that no matter how many times you draw, it says legendary to Grail, but you seldom get a Grail weapon, guys. I do not want to lie. So I use the feathers because obviously, see, that's what I mean. Immortal. There isn't even one Mythic weapon. It's hard to get into the store and then, especially using the feathers, and then draw for not only mythic, but you used to get mythic. You used to get a lot of mythics, in fact. But draw for a grail weapon, it is very hard. So that cannot be. Oh no, immortal. There's like one immortal, so the drop rate also seems to be getting lesser and lesser. I have no idea what is going on. This is not on. This is not on at all. But then yes, first look at one grail weapon for my character. So even if I had used my feathers on another character to get a grail weapon, I would not have gotten a grail weapon. In fact, as you guys saw, the drop rate seems to be going lower and lower the more you draw, which doesn't make sense. The more you draw should be the more you gain. That's what should make sense. That's what would make sense. But it does not seem to be the case with regards to drawing for these mythic weapons and for these grail weapons. So yeah, that's where I am right now. Not disappointed with the overall game. Obviously, I do love this game, but then yes, with regards to everything else, oh man, I don't know, but I'm glad I got the weapon on my strongest character, the grail weapon on my strongest character. For me, that's a plus. I don't think I would have survived had I gotten it on a weaker character, and then only to find out that it was a grail weapon. But Pattern does not have it, because Pattern is my strongest at the moment. So yeah, man, I don't know. And I still need 2 of these in order. But wait, can't I get more of these from the craft store? Let me just check, because I was getting a lot of shards as of late. I know I was getting a lot of shards. Crafting, that should be under etc. Okay, you need an immortal item, which I do not have. Goodness. No, but Pattern has has immortal weapons. She does not have immortal gear. I think that's what they're looking for. Immortal armor and so forth, not immortal weapons. Yes, immortal gear. So yeah, guys, that is the grail weapon. I think, yeah, maybe some gameplay with the grail weapon, but then it wouldn't really serve any purpose, because okay, perhaps let us see that combination. Maybe that's the one purpose that it could serve. So instead of just the blue option coming up for your additional combos, the pink one also comes up. But then that's still, I'm not going to test it out with Eternal Maze. Thank you. You all know I can't use Eternal Maze. I got a beating of note the last time I tried Eternal Maze. So yeah, everything is green. Let's maybe try this. Try it with this one and see exactly that combination of the grail weapon. But I don't know, I'm still unhappy, and I will find a lot more ways to obviously find the grail weapon without using crystals, because right now I'm not looking to waste my crystals on the actual weapons themselves, especially if they have not jumped over 100 mythic. So you will notice on the right, that's the normal mythic weapon. That's what would come up for the mythic weapon. But the grail weapon also has additional items that do come up, or additional combos that do come up. I hope I had the grail weapon equipped here, because we have 1 and 2. I hope I'm using 2, because 2 is always the one that I leave at max. So yes, that's definitely a grail effect when it goes pink like that. That's the grail effect. Yeah, so Pyron does seem a lot stronger. She is going through them a lot quicker, so that is a good sign. That is a good sign. Okay, no, they do not stand a chance, and obviously that cannot be the boss, could it? No, I don't think so. Okay, vibration. That was the boss. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So the Grail weapon is quite awesome. It does add that much or much needed power. So it is extremely awesome. I do not want to lie. It is great to have, but then I wish I could have had a lot more, and I could have had for, because what I did now, both the pets and the characters have mythic weapons. I would have loved to have as many Grail weapons as that, so meaning 8 Grail weapons for all of my characters, for them and their pets. That's what I would have loved. But then that whole enchantment business, that for me still does not sit, it does not sit well with me. It does not sit well with me. I would be lying if I say it does. I would be lying if I justify it in any way. It does not sit well with me. The enchantment should carry over or should transfer if you are using, if you are upgrading, if you are enhancing, a weapon with one that has enchantment. The enchantment should transfer the same way that the mana worked. Bring back the mana then, if the enchantment does not cross over. But yes, the enchantment should essentially cross over. But guys, for the video, until next time.